Hey, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy Freakeasy Gaming and welcome back to another gaming news video. In these gaming news videos, I bring you guys gaming news from all throughout the gaming world. So with that said, let's jump right into the video. Now, I got some pretty interesting gaming news for you guys here today. Our first piece of gaming news has to do with Overwatch, as Blizzard has revealed and teased some of its plans for Overwatch for 2017. In an article published by Eurogamer, it says this: "We're working on what is called a server browser," said game director Jeff Kaplan in his latest developer update. "It's been a top requested feature and one that is very common to first-person shooter games, and we're really excited to introduce one to Overwatch. This means when you're creating a custom game, you'll have the choice to set your lobby as either public or private, with the former including your game in a big public list. At present, you need to manually invite each player, and very few of us actually have enough Battle.net friends to fill an entire game's worth of heroes, let's be honest. We think we'll have a very solid version 1.0 up and running, hopefully early in 2017, said Kaplan, and then we have plans to expand upon it later in the year. The article then goes on to talk about how Blizzard teased that they are working on more characters and heroes for Overwatch. And that was covered in this part of the article that reads, "What else? Well, world could always use more heroes. As we all know, there's a few in the works right now, we're told. We have one hero that I think is very promising," said Kaplan. "In fact, we've started to move it through our art pipeline, which means we have a higher level of confidence in that than some of our other heroes. But we have some really fun prototypes also, so I hope those see the light of day in 2017 and you guys get your hands on them." Now, many people are speculating that one of the heroes coming is a hero known as Doomfist. But unfortunately, in this article, no details were revealed about the characters that they are working on. The article also goes on to talk about some of Blizzard's plans regarding maps for Overwatch in 2017. In the article, it also says this: "As for maps, Kaplan promises a very early 2017 release. For Oasis, the new control map added to the PTR last month, that's the one with a jump pad and some dangerous background scenery. We also have other maps beyond Oasis that we're experimenting with," explains Kaplan. "And like the heroes, some are further along in the pipeline. We have one map that we have a pretty good level of confidence in. That is a traditional game mode. We'll talk more about that later next year." Now, I'm a huge fan of Overwatch and I can't wait to see what Blizzard does with Overwatch in 2017, but we'll just have to wait and see what they do with the game. Our next piece of news involves the highly anticipated Gravity Rush 2 game. And that is that a Gravity Rush 2 demo came out today. In an article published by iDigital Times, it talks about how not a lot is known about the Gravity Rush 2 demo at the moment, but it talks about how the Gravity Rush 2 demo would be available today, December 22nd, 2016 on PSN. Now, I usually don't get excited for animated type video games, however, I'm making an exception for Gravity Rush 2 as the game looks absolutely amazing. And I'm gonna try the demo later, which I suggest those of you on PSN or PlayStation do as well. The next piece of news I have for you today involves Hideo Kojima, the genius behind the Metal Gear series and the Konami productions. Did you guys just hear me completely butcher that sentence? I'm gonna try one more time. The next piece of news I have for you has to do with Hideo Kojima, the mastermind behind the Metal Gear series and Konami productions. See, that sounded a lot better. In an article recently published by GameSpot, it talks about Hideo Kojima's most anticipated game title for 2017. And this is what the article says. Hideo Kojima, like the rest of us, is looking forward to the games coming out in 2017. But which one is he most interested in? At least in terms of what's been announced, the Metal Gear Solid creator told GIBiz that Rockstar's Red Dead Redemption 2 is the highest on his list of games. Looking ahead for games, my pick would have to be Red Dead Redemption 2, he said. And the article also goes on to say this. Kojima has been a fan of Rockstar's work for a while. In 2013, he said Grand Theft Auto 5 looked impressive, that it made him depressed because he thought his own project, Metal Gear Solid 5, might not be able to have the same impact. Rockstar's team are the best without question. They will pull up the possibility of game, Kojima said at the time. I thought this was a pretty funny and interesting news topic because even Hideo Kojima, the mastermind behind the Metal Gear series and Konami Productions, is excited for Red Dead Redemption 2 like many of us are also. Our next piece of news has to do with Activision and Call of Duty. As an article recently published by Investopedia talks about how Call of Duty Infinite Warfare did horrible in physical sales. In the article, it says this. Activision Blizzard's signature video game franchise Call of Duty may finally be preparing to hang up its boots. According to reporting by GameSpot, the newest installment, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, sold 50% fewer physical copies in November than its peers Call of Duty Black Ops 3 did a year earlier. Not surprisingly, the stock is down over 15% since the release of Infinite Warfare. Now, I knew Infinite Warfare wasn't gonna sell all that great because of all the hate and negativity surrounding the game. However, I did not know it was gonna sell that bad or this low, 50% of what Black Ops 3 did. Our last piece of gaming news has to do with the Steam Winter Sale, in that it is finally here. As of today, December 22nd, 2016. For those of us on PC, Steam is having a pretty big sale with pretty amazing deals on games, all the way through to January 2nd. And here are a few pictures of just some of those deals Steam is having for the winter sale. Now, I'll read a few of these off, but not all of them. Doom, originally $59.99, 67% off, $19.79. Grand Theft Auto 5, 50% off, $29.99. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, 50% off, $19.99. Planet Coaster, 15% off, $38.24. Watch Dogs 2, 33% off, $40.19. Dark Souls 3, 50% off, $29.99. Counter-Strike Global Offensive, 33% off, $10.04. Along with many others in the pictures and even more not in the pictures. So if you were looking to pick up a game for the PC on Steam, odds are it may be on sale, and I suggest buying it during the winter sale because it will go back up to regular price when the sale ends on January 2nd. And I suggest for those of you who have Steam on PC, go to it right now and just look at all the amazing deals they have. But remember, you don't have to buy them right now this day. You have until January 2nd. And don't think I forgot about my brothers and sisters on console, because on GameStop.com, they are also having some pretty amazing deals on video games for both PS4 and Xbox One. And also, I checked out Amazon.com, and they seem to be having some pretty good video game sales as well. Anyways, that's all the time I got for this gaming news video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, remember to drop a like, comment, and subscribe, as it really does help the channel grow. Anyways, I hope to see you guys right back here tomorrow, and remember, stay freaky.